Congressman Marcoleta, you're out of order! Oh, yan talaga ang ginawa ng mga buhaya mga kababayan kay Marcoleta. Matapos niyang questionin ang chair sa legality ng kanilang mga pinaggagawa. Si Paduano kasi ang pinapasagot nila mga kababayan, gayong hindi naman siya ang tinatanong. At ngayon mga kababayan, in out of order si Marcoleta at mukhang papalayasin pa. Panoorin niyo po.
Congressman Marcoleta, let me first recognize Congressman Paduano.
Before you answer, before you recognize him,
Congressman
I
Marcoleta,
deserve,
you are out of order.
I deserve,
Pak!
Mr. Chair, an
Oh,
answer.
out of order. Narito po kasi ang nangyari mga kababayan ha.
May I know how the totality of evidence was evaluated that merited the contempt order by the...
Kinestyon ni Marcoleta mga kababayan ang merit ng contempt order na inisyo ni Castro. Gusto kasi ni Castro mga kababayan na i-extend pa ng another 5 days ang order ng contempt.
Chair, may I
I'd like to
answer?
apprise the
Yes,
court,
Congresswoman.
Mr. Chair,
So,
that in the case of
sino po ang in-acknowledge niyo,
This
nire-recognize,
is,
Mr. Chair?
Congressman
this is a point of
Marcoleta.
information, Mr.
Okay.
Chair. This is
Yes.
something that has to do with the rights
Congressman
of the liberty
Marcoleta.
people. In the court,
Oh, hindi, pinatayan pa ng microphone.
Congressman Marcoleta, let us, the chair recognizes
So,
Congresswoman
may I
Castro.
ask, Mr. Chair?
Please proceed, Congresswoman Castro.
Mr. Chair, may I ask the action of the committee first?
Ang bias, no? Si Castro talaga ang kanilang prioridad.
Mr. Chair,
Pinatayan pa ng mikropono si Marcoleta.
before we entertain.
We will rule on the
Okay.
motion first.
Okay.
Is there any second to the motion?
Mr. Chair, may I be...
Duly seconded.
Si Condon agad, ha? Ang motion ni mga kababayan, Francine, na doble ang contempt na days. 10 days na daw mga kababayan instead of 5 days. Extend pa ang kulong mga kababayan Lopez.
Is there any objection?
Mr. Chair,
Hearing none, the motion is
I was
carried.
recognized
Mr. Chair.
earlier before any action may be taken by the court, by the chair. Why is it that I am not allowed to speak?
Oh, pinatayan ng mikropono.
We just acted
Yes,
on the
but
pending
before
motion
that
first.
motion can be taken up, because this is about the liberty of an individual. May I be heard?
Yes, you will be heard, Congressman Marcoleta. But we just acted on the Congressman
Wala na magagawa mga kababayan.
answered.
Pak! Ganyan na.
Marcoleta.
I have not yet asked the question, Mr. Chair.
Okay,
I
please
am trying to
continue.
explain my point.
Continue, Congressman Marcoleta.
Because in the totality of evidence, as stated by Honorable Castro, there is an existing case, Mr. Chair, Ong versus Senate, GR number 257401, which says that the court ruled that the determination of whether a testimony was false or evasive requires an assessment of the totality of evidence presented to determine whether a witness speaks truthfully or merely trying to evade answering the question directly. So I am asking, Mr. Chair, how was the totality of evidence assessed, if ever it was assessed? Ano po yung pinagbatayan? I think we deserve to know how the assessment was made. This concerns the liberty of an individual.
Correct.
Under the Constitution, no one should be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law.
Except in
I
Congress.
think Attorney Lopez deserves to be heard. Ano po yung assessment na ginawa ng chair o ng committee? Kasi po, ang nabasa ko lang o nakita ko, Mr. Chair, Attorney Lopez wrote the COA explaining the position of the OBP that the audit observation memo is not conclusive, which means, Mr. Chair, Attorney Lopez is merely explaining the nature of an audit observation memo. If I were the lawyer of the OBP, I would have done the same because
I-contempt na si Marcoleta din.
I think the very nature of the AOM, it is not final and executory. Why would the COA abdicate its mandate of auditing the transaction or the funds utilization of the OBP? Why would the committee, Mr. Chair, arrogate upon itself the
Arrogate.
very mandate and responsibility of the Commission on Audit. Article 9D, Section 2, Paragraph 1 of the 1987 Constitution, Mr. Chair.
Batas na yan ha.
I will
Kinote.
read.
Abogado
The
yan sa
Commission on
Marcoleta.
Audit shall have the power, authority, and the duty to examine, audit, and settle all accounts pertaining to the revenue and receipts of and expenditures or uses of funds and property. Mr. Chair, this constitutional provision jibes with Section 25, Paragraph 2 of Presidential Decree 1445.
Wala natin kung maiintindihan nila yan, Marcoleta. Walang batas ang mga ungas na yan eh. Kahit pa i-quote yan ng batas, mga kababayan, walang batas-batas sa kanila.
or the State Audit Code of the Philippines, which says to develop and implement a comprehensive audit program that shall encompass an examination of financial transactions, accounts, and reports, including evaluation of compliance with applicable laws and regulations. Meaning to say, Mr. Chair,
Meaning to say,
the mandate and authority to audit accounts on the expenses or expenditures of government is only the COA. I believe
bakit nag-audit na sa
it is my
Congress?
respectful submission, Mr. Chair, that this committee usurped that particular mandate.
Oh,
and that will
usurp,
not put
usurpation.
Commission on Audit positions in a compromise. Mr.
Wala rin magagawa si Marcoleta dyan, mga kababayan.
How will you
Isa
now
lang siya eh.
assess the authority, the integrity, and the mandate? It is an independent constitutional body which mandate rests upon them. And I think the audit observation memo, Mr. Chair, is still under process by the committee, by the Commission on Audit. Why would we take that responsibility from the Commission on Audit? Why don't we allow the process to proceed and complete their investigation? I am raising a constitutional issue before this committee, Mr. Chair. We cannot arrogate upon ourselves the principal mandate reposed to the COA. It is the Constitution itself which gave them that responsibility, that authority and mandate. Where in Article 7 of the Philippine Constitution, which is the grant of legislative power, can this committee arrogate upon itself that particular mandate? I would
Wala.
like that question to be answered, Mr. Chair.
Yan, mga kababayan. Tapos ang ipapasagot nila dyan, si
I would
Karaps,
like to recognize
yung kalaban ni ano,
Congressman Paduan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Si Paduano, oh, muntik na masuntok ni-
With regards to the jurisprudence that's cited by the Honorable Marcoleta.
as if naman lawyer tong ang rebelde, oh, dating rebelde, mga kababayan. Jurisprudence. Akala mo may alam sa law? Mio.
With regards to Ong versus Senate. That is true. No, that the resolution of the Supreme Court favors Lincoln Ong, but
Abogado ka ba, Karaps?
that is a question of due process because Lincoln Ong was that time
Due
was
process.
cited
Ano ba yan? Gusto mo? O due process naman talaga dapat sundin. Ibig sabihin, mga kababayan, walang due process sa kanila.
contempt. Now, question of the case of
Mr. Chair, I directed
Andale
the
po.
question to you.
I have not yet finished my
Finish.
answer the query of Honorable Marcoleta. Mr. Chairman.
Mr.
Please
Chair,
wait
was
to be
the
recognized.
Honorable
Oh, tanong ni Marcoleta, mga kababayan, may authority ba siya to answer? Hindi siya tinatanong eh, yung chair.
Congressman Marcoleta, wait to
Chairman.
be recognized.
Mr. Chairman,
Oh,
I have all
Mr.
the right.
Chair,
Paduano, you
the
have the-
question was addressed to
Round 3 na ito ni Marcoleta at Paduano, ha? Bigyan natin ng, mga kababayan, gloves. Para mag-boxing na sila dyan.
First recognize Congressman Paduano.
before you answer, before you recognize him,
Congressman
I
Marcoleta,
deserve,
you are out of order.
I deserve,
Oh,
Mr. Chair,
out
an
of
answer.
order si Marcoleta agad, mga kababayan. Oh.
1 minute suspension is declared by the chair.
Bang! Marcoleta, you're out of order. Oh. Mukhang palalayasin pa si Marcoleta, mga kababayan. Ano masasabi niyo dito? Post your comments below.